We'll start off with, as you can see, some total anti-Brexit bullshit. Not that we're ever going to get a Brexit anyway. UK could run out of food a year from now with no deal Brexit. NFU was. Right, this is total bollocks. Once we're out of the EU, which isn't going to happen, but they want you to believe it. But let's just say that we did get out of the EU. One of the first things we do is we stop saying cucumbers have to be straight. They can be bent, because that's how they were naturally. And all the other things that get ploughed back into the ground because they're not the way that the EU wants them. So we stop doing that bullshit and there will be more food than any of us need. The Times. I have to cut my ties. What we do? MPs to vote on making misogyny a hate crime illegal first. You these scumbags in Parliament, you can vote what you like. Doesn't mean that anyone has to pay any attention to you, apart from those that are on the voters register, of course, because they give you full autonomy to do what you like, and they're behind you. They're giving you their seal of approval. Prescribe your patients plain English, doctors told. That takes away the secrecy then. Police given more powers to use stop and search. Home Secretary moves against violent crime. Or in other words, the police have now more powers. We're now one step closer to a full-on dictatorship. We're already in it. It's just the police haven't got the full powers yet to just stop anyone they like for anything. Oh wait, no, they just have been given them. And who's this mung? A radio presenter. Leaves one to go to another. And this is headline news in the Times. Headlines, front page headline news. If there was no news, which there doesn't seem to be according to the papers, why bother printing papers? Daily fail. Good heavens, could Sarah be first woman Radio 2 breakfast host? What the frig is this doing as headline news? The shaming of Facebook. Vital clues to the murder of Lucy, 13, may be in the prime suspect's Facebook account, but the web giant refuses to hand over his password. Now her mother demands, why won't they help me get justice? Because they're a paedophile organisation. Jeez. Thought you'd have got it by now. Oh wait, you have. It's just the papers. The scum. Lot more millionaires in revamp. Oh, is that because hardly anyone's buying any lottery tickets anymore because they realise that it's fixed? Right, so we've got lottery, and now we've got radio, and then we've got an ex so-called singer. So, no news in this paper whatsoever. But then again, it is the scum, so no surprise there. DJ quits BBC. Evans sent Chris back to Virgin, my spiritual home. Nothing to do with the massive increase in wages you're getting, is it? I didn't think so. Posh speaks out. Marriage troubles, you gotta be kidding. Well, if there was no marriage troubles, then while the paper's talking about it, because they've run out of things to talk about, maybe? Absolute possibility, absolute possibility. The Guardian. Scallops. Should the prized shellfish be off the menu? And this is, of course, saying, fishermen shouldn't fish for scallops. They should let the French have them. Why not? You spineless, backboned. Give them everything else. Fighting fat phobia. 10 ways to do the right thing. Stop eating as much is usually one of the best things. And on that point, unhealthy lifestyles put 4 in 5 adults at risk of early death. We hope this will serve as a wake-up call for us to be more aware of our health and prompt changes that will help us to live healthy lives, or healthier lives. Downing Street rebuke after Johnson Brexit attack. Over and out. Chris Evans leaves Radio 2 for Virgin. Whoopee-doo. Front page headlines. A DJ has left one radio station and gone to another. This is front page headlines. Party ready to accept IHRA definition of anti-Semitism. Sick of hearing about that bullshit. It's all fake. More Daily Mirror. More bullshit, lies and utter shit. 2.4 million changed their minds over Brexit. Oh, so that's 2.4 million that wanted to stay have decided to go to leave. That's good news then, isn't it? More fake headlines. We were terrified our new baby had Elfie's disease. He's okay, he's amazing. Right to life parents, relief at healthy son. He was poisoned by vaccines. I bet they won't be vaccinating this one. Oh, and also murdered by the government. Paystorm. Evans quits BBC. 1.6 million star gets 400,000 rise to join Virgin and will make millions more. Move comes just a year after Beeb Chiefs bid to make him pay more tax. Telegraph. Surviving a sex drought. How to spice up your marriage without having an affair. School bullies have the upper hand. Can modern art ever be funny? Well, I think some of it's absolutely hilarious, to be honest with you. I wouldn't call it art. Anti-Semitic activist voted onto Labour ruling body. The final innings, England's greatest run scorer, calls it a day. Voters in Tory marginals say Chequers is bad for Britain. Denan questioned over Trouble's death. IVF babies at risk of heart issue as adults. Fears over taxpayers' support for Qatar jets. Warning signs of Italian slowdown. So we've had Turkey, Venezuela, Argentina and now Italy. Crash is well underway. It's like a slow car crash happening at slow speed and then it'll suddenly hit us. Boom! Hope you're ready. Star. We will shake our booties. RIP Mondeo. 24,000 jobs face end of road. CBB Beauty in U-turn. Roxy. I was wrong. Forgive me. Fans fury as Punch Row star admits she overreacted. Right, so we've got TV, car, TV. Not even good TV. Wow. Papers are really a waste of space, aren't they? Express. Chris Evans waves goodbye to Radio 2, but he'll take his slot. Who'll take his slot? Who gives a shit? It's a bleeding radio programme. How to find the real age of your heart and save your life. Boris v May. And notice Boris all in capitals, May all in capitals. This is the legal fictions here, not the real Satanists. As the fight to deliver Brexit turns nastier, does Johnson's vitriolic assault on PM's plan signal the start of an audacious bid for number 10? They both appear a traitor, treasonous scumbags anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference who gets in, because they're just controlled by the puppeteers that control them. Metro. Better together. Posh blasts back over rumours of David's affairs. I've only days left. Brave BBC star reveals cancer blow. Well, there are a load of cures out there if you just do a little bit of research. So of course BBC are not going to tell you because they don't want you to know. Carney, Carney in talks over staying post-Brexit. Except there is no Brexit. That's why he's going to say, yeah, I'll stay. 60 seconds with Colleen Nolan. Why Evans is going back to his Virgin ways. Well, you know, the wage increase is probably a big part of it, and also the fact he may be sick of the pedos in BBC. Boris told put up or shut up on Brexit. Financial Times. Less frequent corporate reporting is no cure for short-termism. Quantum leap. A new age of computing starts to take shape. Nicaragua eyes another revolution. Fire destroys historic Brazil museum. Macri unveils emergency austerity drive to calm markets and lenders. Argentina in push to eliminate deficit. Peso slide continues. Turkey set for policy shift. Dansk branch saw 30 billion of Russian and Soviet money at peak of scandal. Reporters jailed for 7 years over Rohingyas story. Well, if you want to know that one DJ's moved from Radio 2 to Virgin, then okay, you can buy a paper. But there's nothing in them whatsoever. I seriously wouldn't waste your money on them. You've seen the headlines, I've just talked about them and ripped them to pieces because they're mainly fake as usual. But if you want to waste your money and support your own enslavement, by all means, go get one.